Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to ask that you please rise, if possible, and please remove your caps. I'm going to invite right now the President of Class of 2017, Ms. Brittany Leventoft, to administer the Pledge to the Flag, and please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem. Ms. Leventoft.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
I would like to now introduce Senior Michaela Pernisi, who will lead us in the singing of the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, I'd like to welcome you to the annual commencement ceremony this year for the Fallsburg class of 2017. On Friday, when we were doing our final graduation rehearsal, I shared a story with the graduates about how I write my commencement speech, which is basically based on whatever I find in a fortune cookie that I have at lunch on this day. So at 1 o'clock, Mr. Godlewski and I had Chinese food from the same place. We always have Chinese food in Livingston Manor. And when we got done, I opened the first fortune cookie, and I have in my hand the fortune that was in that cookie. Now, because I don't have Price Waterhouse or anyone here who's able to verify the authenticity of this, I'm going to ask Olaf Peterson Langland, our valedictorian, to come to the microphone and read the ticket for you.
He's not lying. School is a building which has 4 walls with tomorrow inside. That's too good. Did you write this?
I didn't do it. Thank you. School is a building that has 4 walls with tomorrow inside. It couldn't be any more appropriate than that. Today is a really special today because in this building today we have yesterday, we have today, and we also have tomorrow. Let's talk about yesterday. I remember just 6 short years ago when many of these students were sitting in front of me right on those very seats of 7th graders, scared that they were coming to the big school, that they weren't going to be the oldest kids in the school anymore, that they were seniors and juniors up here, and they were 7th graders. And I told them, hang on, because it's going to go very, very quickly. And before you know it, you're going to be sitting on this stage. And I think most of them will agree that it went pretty quickly, especially the last year. And along the way, they've had successes, they've had failures, but ultimately their successes exceeded their failures because they're sitting on the stage today. Let's talk about today. Today is the culmination of 6 years of hard work, or for some of you, medium work, or for some of you, less than medium work. But either way, you all got here to the stage. So I want you to reflect for a minute. Who got you to this point today? To simply say you did would be a disservice to everybody sitting in this room. Because we all know that it takes parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts and brothers and sisters and friends and extended family members and custodians and staff members and people at the front desk to get these kids to the stage. And especially, it takes teachers. And I want to take a minute to thank all of the teachers that have worked with these children for 6 years to get them to this day. Thank you. And while I'm not going to mention the teachers by name, we have a number of teachers who are retiring this year. There's one of them. So their tomorrow will begin tomorrow. But we have about 600 years of educational experience retiring in one shot. And the fact that one of our English teachers who teaches seniors accounts for about 400 of those years is remarkable. But 600 years of educational experience is leaving the building, and that's what education is all about. We have kids who have led the way for the last 6 years, and now they're moving on, and they'll be replaced by another group of kids who will do the same thing. So for many people, today is a very special day. And then let's talk about tomorrow. I think you're going to find that all the hard work that got you here is going to serve you better than your grades or your classes ever will, because ultimately, nobody really cares about how you did in school. Nobody really cares about who your parents are. Nobody really cares about your GPA. Nobody really cares if you were in band or sports. All they care about now is success. How are you going to be successful? Lou Holtz, one of my favorite coaches, said, winners embrace hard work. They love the discipline of it. The trade-off they're giving up to win. Losers, on the other hand, see hard work as punishment, and that's the difference between the two. Hard work is the key. Hard work has gotten you here, and no matter how hard you've worked to get here, you're going to need to work harder, starting tomorrow. Lou Holtz also said, when all is said and done, more is said than done. So what are you all going to do with tomorrow? The choice is yours. Everyone in this room wants you to be successful, but ultimately, it's up to you. It's been a pleasure to be your principal for the last 6 years, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Please join me in congratulating the Fallsburg class of 2017. It is now my pleasure to introduce the president of the Fallsburg Board of Education, Ms. Deborah Barbiani.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome parents, guardians, grandparents, brothers, sisters, members of the faculty, staff, Board of Education to our commencement ceremony, and it is with great pride that I present to all of you the senior class of 2017. Let's give them another round of applause. Okay, seniors, I want you to think back over your past 12, 13 years of school. A lot has happened. As you have grown up, some memorable, some not so memorable. Some of you have experienced joyful times, while others have had to experience just how fragile life can be. And yet there's something to be content about. The sun always comes up the next morning, giving us a new dawn, a new chance, a new day. This afternoon, you have earned the right to call yourself a graduate of the Fallsburg High School and to begin the path that many before you have traveled. In the years to come, there will be times when you will forget the values and training instilled upon you by your parents, relatives, coaches, teachers, and staff, such as integrity, honor, compassion, and patience. So what is my advice to you? Remember to love your family. They care more deeply for you than you will probably ever know. Remember to thank the people who got you where you are today, tomorrow, and 10 years from now. Do not put a limit, definition, or number on success. Let success evolve into everything surrounding your life, throughout your life. Wrap yourself into your studies, your job, your family, and just life in general. Find a career you love and invest in your professional life in becoming the best in your field. Find a cause and make a difference. I want you to be bold. Speak loudly and let the world know you are here. Let the world know that you matter. Starting tomorrow, do something big. Be a participant, not a spectator. Coach T-ball. Donate, volunteer, and become a Board of Education member, and continue to make your home school even more successful. Do something instead of watching it get done. Don't take a path of least resistance. Choose instead to blaze your trail. You have been a memorable group of seniors, and now that we have given you the tools for your future, it is time for you to go and to do something with it. Wherever life takes you, you will always be a comet. Remember these words by James Quincy Adams. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Once again, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the graduates of the class of 2017. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2017. This year's salutatorian came to us 4 short years ago, and although he experienced the typical transition into United States education, soon made it very clear to all of us that he was a force to be reckoned with in the classroom. He's come a long way since then, obviously because he's this year's salutatorian. Please help me in congratulating and welcoming Pu Sam Zeng.
Let me take my speech out first. All right, Gus. All right, here we go. Okay. Welcome, friends, family, faculty, staff, administrator, family of friends, friends of family, friend of friends, and National Weather Service. It is certainly my honor to represent the class of 2017 as their salutatorian, and I am grateful that I finally get a chance to have a deep conversation with all my classmates, as they truly are my captive audience. I know, right? We all love deep talks every day on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, right? No. We are not talking about, oh, who have a girlfriend today, or what we're gonna play today after graduation, or just some cliche graduation inspirational quote. Instead, let's ask ourselves, how did we spend our last 4 years, and what did we learn from it? Okay, how about this? Let me tell my answer first, and the answer doesn't have to be the same at all. Just think about yours while listening to mine, okay? And it's ad-free, so you guys are lucky. All right. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, on a mysterious planet, there stands a school called Forsberg Central School, and the best class called the class of 2017. Sorry to the valedictorian from last year, BJO, but we are better so. All right. This class is extremely diverse. Students hail from many different planets. Some love burgers, some love tacos, some love rice, some love beef, and some only love veggies. All right. 4 years ago, a student, after traveling more than 7,000 miles from another planet, arrived at Forsberg High School. Let me be clear first, that student is a 100% nerd, but quite proud of being a nerd. Forsberg presented him with a brand new environment and diverse culture. He learned so many new things and lessons that made him who he is today, a Forsberg graduate. After seeing a bunch of homework emblazoned with big fat zero, he learned that due date in English is defined as the day when you should turn in your homework. He learned that the study hall is not actually a hall. It's actually a difficult college level course. And he learned that even if you are number 2 in the class, you can still get rejected by some random college out there in Ithaca, New York. Okay. All right. But let's get real. He indeed learned something valuable. He learned that not everyone is supposed to have same ideals and perspective. He learned that encouraging someone is far more, who really needs it, it's far more important than praising someone who has always been on center stage. And he learned that the true purpose of the cultural diversity is to teach people to respect others who have different customs and linguistic backgrounds. If we want to get respect and understanding from a different group of people, we must first respect and tolerate the differences. Well, thank you. The cultural diversity in Forsberg, in my eye, also generates a wave of cultural pride. Be proud of who you are, whether you are Hispanic, white, blacks, Asians, or of mixed race. Be proud of your identity. Be proud of your native language. English is your second language, and you have heavy accent, so what? As one of my friends, Kadei, has said, your accent is the best proof of your identity. It makes you unique. See? I mean, who can exactly copy my accent now, huh? $10 US dollar now, okay? Well, I guess as I am listing all the good parts about Forsberg, I am sure someone is thinking about the imperfections of Forsberg. Yes, that's true. We do. Our community is not perfect, and there are problems we need to solve. But so that means we cannot be optimistic? Community is just like an individual who has never made a mistake. The perfect thing about us is that we are imperfect. We have problems we strive to solve. We have challenges we unite and destroy them. Whether there are problems bothering us at present or in the future, we are alive because of those problems. Think about it. Whether it's personal, family, financial, relationship problem, or simply a problem like, why those spotlights so hot right now? It forces us to think and to create solutions. And because it's a wave of brainstorming, we are willing to put effort, time, and emotion into those problems. We are willing to hear advice from family and friends, which actually strengthens our social collections. I also face a lot of challenges, a lot of downtime during the last 4 years in US. But because of those challenges, I'm able to feel the love and connection from my family who are sitting here and my family who are watching me from 7,500 miles away in China. Yeah. And because of those challenges, I'm also able to feel the friendships and the kindness from people around me. Whenever you are struggling for anything, it means you are moving you are moving forward. Everyone has their own unique challenges, but the difference is the attitude and determination one has compared to others. Trying to see things from two sides, as everyone would say, nothing is all bad and nothing is all good. So that's the lesson I learned in my last 4 years from Fallsburg. My fellow classmates, what are yours? Or maybe it's the question that, what will you do with the lessons you have learned? I leave the question to you. Thank you, and may the force be with you. Hail Hydra! You saw I was down. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Warren, you
sit down.
you saw I was down. Actually, yeah.
No,
No.
I'm gonna go first. Yeah, remember I told you I'm gonna go first.
I want to go first.
You go first.
Okay.
Go sit down.
All right.
So Sam came up to me at the senior barbecue. For those of you who don't know, the last day of school every year, I take all the seniors over to Morningside Park and we do hamburgers and hot dogs and play volleyball and stuff. It's like one last day to just kind of hang out. And I do a lot of the cooking, so I'm usually chained to the grill for most of the day. At some point in that picnic, Sam walked up to me, and I thought what he said to me was, "Would you like a double cheeseburger with some seasoned fries?" And of course I said yes. What he actually asked me was, "Can I introduce the valedictorian?" Now, I am such a control freak that I usually do all the introductions, but I know that Sam and Olav have a very close connection. As Sam mentioned, he's a self-professed nerd. What's terrifying to me is that I actually understand most of their jokes. I don't know what that says about me, but I'm going to turn the mic over to our salutatorian, who will then introduce our valedictorian.
I am bike. All right, so now it's my privilege and honor to introduce our next speakers. He is 100% pure, fresh, and organic nerd. He is the one who swore to eat all my snacks but never did. He is known for his radical vegetarian practice. He is the one who never finished the Star Wars series marathon. However, he is proudly representing his family as the first college-bound student. Yep. He is the one who have demonstrated confidence in both his academics and the social network. He is the one who overcame his challenges and is willing to take on more in the future. He is the one I call best friend. He is not the chemical symbol for helium, nor did he play the snowman in the Disney movie Frozen. But he is the valedictorian of Fallsburg Class of 2017, Ola Peterson Langland.
I'll get back at him in a second. Good evening to everyone who managed to secure a ticket. I know those were a hot commodity. Let me begin by telling you about one of my daily routines. One of the first things people notice about me is my glasses. And if you haven't noticed, then I think you need glasses. Every day, I take my dog, Trixie, for a walk. I've done this so often that I've developed a kind of tunnel vision, focusing on nothing but completing the task. All I could see was Trixie and the road. Trixie and the road. You get the point. One day, I noticed a spot on my glasses, so I took them off to clean them. In doing so, I saw so much more than I could have imagined. I saw the trees, the clouds, the blue sky, and even a bird or two, albeit very blurry. There was so much more to my daily walks than Trixie and the road. I had broken the routine I'd been used to for years, and I was admittedly uncomfortable, but also excited. Now it's time for us to break the routine of our K-12 journey and take our metaphorical glasses off, because, some of us still need these real ones. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, for a while at least, until your eyes adjust. Ironically, the very thing we complained about for most of our lives, school, is our familiar and comfortable routine. It's just what we do. We've gotten used to it. Completing high school is just going to feel weird, but in the end, we'll be far better for it. As we bumble through life, we'll see so many new things. We'll learn amazing details about life we never could have guessed. But more importantly, we'll find ourselves. And little by little, that blurriness will become crystal clear. Let's think broadly for a moment. When widespread education became implemented in the US, the goal was to prepare these young citizens to someday run the country themselves. Of course, this still happens, though I don't know how prepared they are. But school has evolved far beyond its original purpose. The 13 years of schooling that we are all finally completing isn't about just academics. This entire experience has been a wild ride that transformed each and every one of us into who we are today. In my school experience, so much has happened. I won, I lost, I laughed, I cried, I loved, and I lost again. But perhaps one of the most important things is the friends I've made along the way. In particular, I want to thank Sam. Sam, you've taught me to be humble, happy, and grateful for whatever life throws my way. You also made me laugh repeatedly with your never-ending jokes. In fact, there's one joke in particular that I'm not sure most of you know about, but Sam has a thing that he says the key to success is to first take over Burger King and then take over the world. So I want to give him this Burger King crown to know that he will do it. That wasn't scripted. Don't tell Mr. Williams. Thank you, Sam, for being my best friend. I don't know if I could have done it without you, man. I love you. Getting back on track. Elementary school, middle school, high school, all of it was a formative time in our lives, after which the surviving adults can shake hands with their younger selves and see how far they've come. I mean, it's definitely safe to say that little Olav, who entered 7th grade, never predicted he'd become the man you see today. So I say, to all 77 of you, don't be sad. This is good. Scratch that. Be sad. Sadness can be good too. It allows us to hold on to moments like this and treasure them forever. I mean, I know I'm sad. Growing up with all of you has been the best experience anyone could hope for. So be sad. Be joyful, be proud, and even be a little afraid. We made it. And there is so much more for us to discover and accomplish. I know we all have plans for the future. I, for example, being the overly optimistic, overachieving, and overzealous liberal that I am, plan to save the world with one good deed after another. And I won't forget to send a postcard to my favorite Republican teacher, Mr. O'Neill, after every step. Sam, being the science and math man he is, will probably discover more about the human condition than anyone could imagine. Hey Sam, when you're discovering all these cures and such, let me know if you find one for this hairline. The point is, graduation isn't really the end. From this day on, the glasses are off. Well, I still need these, but you could, yeah. Let's explore that world together. And let's always remember this day as the moment our lives began. I love you all, and thank you for allowing me to travel this journey with you as your valedictorian, but more importantly, your friend. quote someone, you thought I was done. Today is a big day for all of us, but I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out to 4 of my classmates, Mirza, Kare, Adem, and Merime. Today is not only graduation for them. By them, Eid Mubarak, Meshnet Bayrami, whatever you call it, it's the end of Ramadan. Not only did these 3 scramble these past few months to finalize high school and college, but they were also fasting and observing this intense tradition. Congratulations, guys. I don't know how you did it. One more, and then I'll leave. I almost forgot the obligatory thanks to the fam, but not really. Not a word of this is obligatory. Mom, Dad, you have given me life, love, and the freedom to not only be who I am, but the courage to enjoy every second of it. I'm so happy to be your son. I love you both with all my heart. Again, thank you all, and may your futures be full of everything you hoped for and more. I love you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Joe Levner, guidance counselor to the senior class for the awards and scholarships.
Good afternoon. It's an honor and privilege to stand here before you to recognize a long list of deserving students. We're going to do things a little bit differently this year. Normally, the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship, which is one of our most prestigious scholarships in the Fallsburg District, is given out at the spring concert. For a variety of reasons, that did not happen this year. So we're going to take a few minutes and do that recognition ceremony here. And the Irving Hertz Scholarship was instituted in 1959 in memory of Irving Hertz, a member of the Fallsburg Central School faculty. Irving Hertz was a music teacher who was always involved with the students. He was extremely well liked by all people because of his unselfish contributions to the school community. The president of the senior band has been designated chairperson of this fund drive for the scholarships. Since its inception, hundreds of scholarships have been awarded to worthy seniors who plan to continue their education. In 1983, the scholarship became the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship in honor of Joseph LaRufa, who was band director for 30 years and was a moving force in making the Fallsburg Band superior in all respects. So I'm now going to recognize those winners of the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship. I'm going to ask you to come up. David Fuller. David is the son of Tien and Grady Fuller of Hurleyville, New York. His activities include modified and JV basketball, varsity track, JV and varsity football, varsity skiing, varsity soccer, drama club, environmental club, book club, today's students, tomorrow's teachers, student government, future problem solvers, Hispanic Americans United Club, and the Key Club. David will be attending Georgia State University to major in music technology. Roberto Matamoros Mejia. Roberto is the son of Isis Mejia Martinez of South Fallsburg, New York. His activities include Science Olympiad, Book Club, Drama Club, SAD, National Honor Society. He will be attending Sullivan County Community College and major in information securities. Maureen Maxwell. Maureen is the daughter of Maureen and John Maxwell of Hurleyville, New York. Activities include varsity tennis and community service through the food pantry. She plans on attending Sullivan County Community College to major in nursing. Kade Cisse. Day is the daughter of Zainab Kamara and Mamadou Cisse of Woodridge, New York. Her activities include varsity soccer, varsity track, varsity cheerleading, JV softball, Key Club, Book Club, Environmental Club, Today's Students, Tomorrow Teachers, and SAD. Cadet plans on attending Temple University to major in pharmaceutical science. Jeremiah Waitley. Jeremiah is the son of Krista Rodriguez of South Fallsburg, New York. His activities include modified JV and varsity football, student government, varsity track, JV basketball. Jeremiah plans on attending SUNY Farmingdale to major in aviation. Okay, now we'll be calling students down to be recognized for their scholarship or award. We're going to start with Cameron Bottrace. Cameron is the winner of the Young Entrepreneurs Club Award. Rebecca Budrock. Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship, Timothy Hill Memorial Scholarship, and the Monticello Elks Scholarship. Yep. Marimi Senovic. Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship, the Samuel Baton, Eugene Feldman, Trudy Capito, Gussie Kosofsky, Arthur Townsend, Abe Wasserman, Sandra Williams, SGA Memorial Scholarship. Shoshana Conlon, the Sullivan County Probation Officers Association Scholarship. David Fuller. Spanish Award, Vocal Musicianship Award, Fallsburg Alumni Award, Hertz LaRufa Scholarship. Juana Gallo. The Rose and Kiernan Scholarship. Maya Gray. Fallsburg Fire Department and Rescue Squad Scholarship. Brendan Hooks. New York State Award for Academic Excellence and the SUNY Sullivan Presidential Scholars Program. Mirza Javed. Kiwanis Club Scholarship. Mary Elizabeth Kellerman. The Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship, Samuel Baton, Eugene Feldman, Trudy Capito, Gussie Kosofsky, Arthur Townsend, Abe Wasserman, Sandra Williams, SGA Memorial Scholarship, Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Fallsburg Lions Annual Achievement Award, and the Beth A. Clark Memorial Scholarship. Abigail Langland. The Art Award, Edward Bryan Memorial Scholarship, Rose Barr Memorial Award for Future Teachers. Megan Langland. Girls Physical Education Award, the Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship. Jenna Lee. The Business Award.
Okay, Lau. Way to go, Jennifer. Yeah, Jenna.
Brittany Leventoff. Milton Brazell Scholarship, the Samuel Baton, Eugene Feldman, Trudy Capito, Gussie Kosofsky, Arthur Townsend, Abe Wasserman, Sandra Williams, SGA Memorial Scholarship, Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Alyssa Lippin, Matthew Helm Memorial Scholarship, the Resnick Group Scholarship, Brian Ingber Memorial Foundation Achievement Award, Professional Women of Sullivan County, and the Monticello Rotary Service Award. Brittany McKeel. The Nancy Solomon Scholarship, the Candy Gold Memorial Scholarship, the New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association, the Jocelyn Levner Nissenbaum Memorial Scholarship. The Starlight Chapter Number 74, Order of Eastern Star Scholarship. Carmine Malenka Montez, the Boys Physical Education Award. And the PTSO Recognition Award. Roberto Matamoros Mejia. The SUNY Sullivan Presidential Scholars Program, Fallsburg Alumni Award, and the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship. Maureen Maxwell. Murray Gaiman Award and the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship. Ariana McDonald. The Triple C Award. Isabel Morales. The PTSO Recognition Award. Sienna C.C. Patterson DaCosta. The Monticello Rotary Service Award. Michaela Pernisi. The Instrumental Music Award, Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Monticello Rotary Service Award, and the Cheryl Coulter Memorial Scholarship. Alexandra Porter. The Blossom Cone Memorial Award, Fallsburg Alumni Award, Robin Anderman Pacheco Memorial Scholarship, Sullivan County Farm Bureau Scholarship, and the Woodburn Activities Scholarship. Destiny Ramos. The Triple C Award, Fallsburg Lions Annual Achievement Award, Lucille S. Pantel Home Economics Award, and the Haddon C. Pantel Memorial Scholarship. Nicholas Sacadora. Young Entrepreneurs Club Award, and the SUNY Sullivan Presidential Scholars Program. Eliza Santos. The Friends of Fallsburg Library Scholarship. Kadej Cisse. The Coach Mike Wiener Scholarship and the Hertzler Rufus Scholarship. Andrew Champagne. The Seymour and Minnie Feldman Scholarship. Grace Strauss. The Drama Award, Vocal Musicianship Award, Esther Mintz-Flanagan Scholarship, the Rock Hill Volunteer Ambulance Corps Scholarship, Sullivan County Dramatic Workshop Barbara Newberg Memorial Scholarship, Cheryl Coulter Memorial Scholarship, and the Monticello Elks Scholarship. Daisy Thomas. The Fallsburg Art Scholarship. Jeremiah Waitley. The Fallsburg Lions Annual Achievement Award, the Mel Mednick Memorial Scholarship, and the Hertz LaRufa Scholarship. Marco Zelaya. The New York State Award for Academic Excellence. Jenny Zhang. The Michael Areno Perfect Attendance Award. I'm gonna pause here for a moment. You know, you can refer to all these scholarships in your program, and there are a lot of names that may or may not be familiar to you, but Michael Areno, he graduated from here 20 years ago, and he never missed a day of school from kindergarten through 12th grade. So his family started this scholarship 20 years ago in his name, and Michael has since joined the Marines, and he is a major in the Marines, and I had the pleasure of reconnecting with him at Fleet Week, where he took part of the program there. And he really wanted to be here today, but he couldn't. So he asked me to share a few words on this 20th anniversary since he's graduated. Congratulations to Jenny Zhang on winning this year's Michael J. Areno Scholarship Award. No doubt you didn't always feel like showing up to school. We all have days when we'd rather skip out, avoid the responsibilities, and let someone else do the hard work. But you did show up consistently, and you'll all find that sometimes this is the hardest part of life after graduation. As you go forward in your lives and careers after today, I encourage you to show up consistently. You'll be surprised at the opportunities that come to you as a result, and you'll be proud of yourself, sometimes even amazed by what you can accomplish if you just commit to doing it. Go after that incredible job opportunity. Start training for that race or competition. Ask that wonderful man or woman out on a date. You won't always feel confident or excited, and you'll inevitably face days where you're tired or discouraged. But by showing up day after day, you'll break through those plateaus and realize your dreams one day at a time. Congratulations, class of 2017, you've earned this. The table's getting smaller. We're getting to the end here. We're going to start with our salutatorian, Sam Zhang. The Arthur Townsend Abe Wasserman Award for Excellence in Mathematics. The Samuel Baton Award for Excellence in Science. Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship. Ceylon Memorial Scholarship. New York State Award for Academic Excellence. The Kiwanis Club Scholarship. Fallsburg Alumni Award. Fallsburg Lions Annual Achievement Award. The Sullivan County Bar Association Ira J. Cohen Scholarship. The Friends of Fallsburg Library Scholarship, and the Monticello Elk Scholarship. And now for our valedictorian, Olaf Peterson Langland. The Eugene Feldman Sandra Williams Award for Excellence in English. The Trudy Capito Award for Excellence in Social Studies. Samuel Baton Fallsburg Community Scholarship. The New York State Award for Academic Excellence. Fallsburg Lions Annual Achievement Award. The Daughters of the American Revolution. Sullivan County Bar Association Ira J. Cohen Scholarship. The Woodburn Activity Scholarship, and the Monticello Elk Scholarship. Again, I'd like to thank everyone who contributes to any of these scholarships. All these young men and ladies are certainly deserving. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the class of 2017, Ms. Brittany Leventoff.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I have one question for everyone to think about for a moment. What is family? The dictionary defines family as all the descendants of a common ancestor. And that could be a perfect definition if Fallsburg Central School District is our common ancestor. 4,671. That's how many days it has been since our first day at Benjamin Koser Elementary School. The day we ventured out, we found our best friends that made kindergarten a little less scary. I am forever thankful I was in Mr. Kaitis' class where I've met my best friend for the past 13 years. We did not become classmates in kindergarten, but we built a bond that we will have forever. From the amazing memories of playing house or getting dressed up like garbage bags for Halloween, we were there for each other without even knowing it. Fast forward, 2011, the year we graduated 6th grade, the year we were afraid to the little fish in the big pond of the junior-senior high. Big difference between that graduation and this one is we were all bringing our best friends with us to the next chapter of our lives, and this time, sadly, we'll have to go alone. 2,190. That's how many days it has been since we entered the doors of Fallsburg Junior-Senior High School. Everyone seems so grown up and scary, but we survived together. We've done everything together, to winning first place banner and bleachers, to watching our boys soccer team make states. Oh, cheers for states? No? We've helped each other make good decisions and maybe some not so good decisions. We've held each other's hands through thick and thin, just like family. We fight, we scream, we argue. But a few minutes later, we are laughing and creating new amazing memories. Who could forget Brendan's ability to knock down walls, or Becca's unexpected road rage on the go-karts, or Howard's lifelong pass restriction, or our spray paint accident in the 10th grade hallway, or Gracie relentlessly pleading for less work, like all the time. Fallsburg has not just been a school, it has been a home. We have grown together, we have laughed together, we have cried together. And my personal favorite, we decorate our bleachers every year together. Everyone knows Spirit Week isn't easy. Just ask Michaela, who redecorated Miss Baum's classroom with yellow paint, or Cece, who works every year to complete our banner. But these are the times we remember for the rest of our lives. 180 school days ago, we all said, I can't wait to graduate. But guess what? The wait is over. In a few minutes, we all become Fallsburg alumni, and our adventure is just beginning. During the 2,340 days we have spent here at Fallsburg, we've grown into the people we are today, and we have our peers, our parents, and our wonderful teachers to thank for that. I want to extend a special thank you to Ms. Pfeffer and Ms. Beebe for being awesome advisors, Mr. Levner for being an amazing guidance counselor, Mr. Rohn and Ms. Berthoff Hyde for creating us an awesome yearbook, all the teachers and faculty of Fallsburg Central School District and the Board of Education, and lastly, but not leastly, our parents for making it possible for us to be here today. Please allow me to take a moment to thank my wonderful parents, especially and my sister, for all the love and support they've given me throughout my entire life, and my best friends that I wouldn't have made it through without. I love you guys. In addition, I need to thank my school moms, Ms. Berthoff, Ms. Baum, and Ms. Calavito. You guys are awesome. But now, we have June 25th, 2017, the last day the class of 2017 will ever spend together as a class. The day everything we've ever known is coming to an end. Tomorrow the clock starts over. It is not day 6,722, but it is day one of the rest of our lives. We are not only leaving our biological families, but we're leaving our Fallsburg family. But this is not goodbye. This is see you later, when I'm successful and established. But I want to leave you all with one last number, 78. 78 graduates that made it in the class of 2017. Congratulations, class of 2017, we did it.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the advisor for the class of 2017, Mrs. Brianne B.B. Kauth.
Today, it is my honor to present the H.T. Schofield Citizenship Award. This award is named for a past superintendent of the Fallsburg Central School District who served for over 20 years and is fondly remembered as a tremendous leader and respected administrator. The H.T. Schofield Citizenship Award is the most prestigious award that a Fallsburg student can receive. The students receiving the award today have both demonstrated leadership in their activities, cooperation and helpfulness with their peers, teachers, and administrators, and an unwavering positive attitude. The class of 2017 H.T. Schofield Citizenship Award recipients are Rebecca Budrock, and Roberto Matamoros Mejia.
It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the superintendent of the Fallsburg Central School District, Dr. Ivan Katz.
Good afternoon, students, faculty, parents, grandparents, family, and friends. I'm very happy to welcome you to graduation 2017. Tradition continues to tell us that today, June 25th, 2017, is the most anticipated day in the lives of these high school seniors and their families. I'm very glad that you're here to bear witness to this special once-in-a-lifetime event. In a few moments, our graduates will receive their hard-earned diplomas, which signal the completion of some very challenging academic requirements. With those shiny new diplomas in hand, our students and their families can celebrate the beginning of a brand new life journey that begins when this graduation day ends. As superintendent of schools, I'm proud of the graduating class of 2017, and on behalf of the Fallsburg Central School District, my wish for you is that your future paths lead you where you truly want to go. Thank you. As superintendent of schools, it's my honor to share with you a continuing chapter in Fallsburg Central School District history. Today we are presenting a recognition program that will continue to showcase and honor the accomplishments of our own Fallsburg school community members forevermore. Today marks the 5th installation of the Fallsburg Central School District Hall of Fame. The physical Hall of Fame is located outside of the auditorium here at the junior-senior high school. Thanks to the support of the Board of Education, the Hall of Fame is truly a thing of beauty that we can all be proud of. The Hall of Fame was organized as a means of recognizing, preserving, and promoting the heritage of the Fallsburg school community. Many individuals have made extraordinary contributions as members of our school community at local, state, national, and international levels. The Hall of Fame honors the contributions and accomplishments of those individuals. This year, I'm proud to tell you we have a brand new inductee into the Hall of Fame. His name is Robert Bob Longo. Bob Longo retired in 1984 after 35 years as an outstanding art teacher in the Fallsburg Central School District. One of his students, and later a colleague, Eileen Coulter, remembers him for inspiring her and countless others with a lifelong appreciation of art. Another colleague, Terry Duncan, acknowledged Bob Longo for his full involvement with the life around him and enriching everything with his art. Mr. Duncan said, "His notion of service, giving his time and art to his community, has been the hallmark of Bob Longo's life." Mr. Longo has been honored with numerous awards for his own artwork and contributions to Sullivan County Artist Societies and a myriad of other organizations. As a longstanding member of the Lions Club, Bob Longo earned the highest achievement in Lionism, the Melvin Jones Award. His award-winning commemorative pins adorn the jackets of proud Lions members throughout the world. The Woodridge Kiwanis Club awarded Bob Longo with the distinction of Everyday Hero for his incredible mural of the O&W Railroad in the village. Bob Longo is very proud of serving in the Army Air Corps as one of the World War II's greatest generation. At 96 years of age, Bob Longo still stays in touch with the few survivors of his squadron and their families. As superintendent of schools, I've had the pleasure of seeing Bob Longo attend and support school events for many years. Without question, Bob Longo is truly a Fallsburg treasure that will forevermore be memorialized in our Hall of Fame. Before we call up Mr. Longo to accept his award, I'd like to call up Board of Education Vice President, Mr. Joe Kalura, to say a few words about this year's newest Hall of Fame recipient. Mr. Kalura?
It's always a process getting up here. So the Hall of Fame process is really Dr. Katz's baby. And when I first heard about it and when the rest of the board heard about it, we were like, Hall of Fame. Sounds a little like backslapping. But the reality of it is, if we didn't have this Hall of Fame and he didn't start this process, we would not be able to honor people that are the foundation blocks of our community. And I mean that. They are the foundation blocks. So, with great pride, I stand in front of you today. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, students and family members. And I say family members because in Fallsburg, we are a family. There is a great mixture of people up here, all different backgrounds, all different walks of life. And we're small enough to know everyone and to care about everyone. So we are a family. I've been fortunate and lucky enough, and I do mean lucky enough, to help honor and speak on behalf of two prior Hall of Fame inductees, Fallsburg Central's Jack Leshner and then Mr. Joe LaRufa, both men that I deeply respect and admire. Today, however, I'm able to speak about a man that I respect, yes, admire, yes, but I love. I love this man. So for me, this is really the Triple Crown. Being here to speak and honor Mr. Bob Longo. Many of us in this community know Bob in many capacities, and I do mean that because he's out there doing everything. He's been an active and vibrant member of this community since he first came here in 1949 to teach in the then not-so-centralized school district that made up the town of Fallsburg. Before I get into that, however, I need to give you some history on the man we honor today. Dr. Katz went into some of this. I will elaborate on a little bit more. He was born on the 24th of August in 1921 in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. This August the 24th, he'll be 96 years young. He graduated high school in Hazleton, Pennsylvania in 1939. And by an accident, he was directed to attend a college entrance interview at Kutztown State College, which is a teacher's college in Pennsylvania, by one of his former teachers that took an interest in him and saw the spark that is Bob Longo. So Kutztown is 50 miles away from Hazleton where Bob lived. So not having a car, Bob rode a bicycle just to make this interview. This would be a life-changing bicycle ride, not for just him, but for many of us. You see, he would be the first Longo in his family to attend college. I think we have a valedictorian here that... I have to say that today was the best setup ever for a Hall of Fame. So that decision, when he went to college, has had orders of impact that are almost immeasurable on our nation as a whole, but certainly our community here in Fallsburg. While in attendance at Kutztown U, which is the state college, Mr. Longo got drafted into active service in World War II like many of his generation. Because of his college experience, his intelligence, and his drive, he ended up in the U.S. Army Air Corps as a flight engineer. I stress the word engineer because you're going to hear that again. His job was training pilots to fly B-26 Marauder bomber aircraft, and he was stationed in Del Rio, Texas. And eventually, he was going to be preparing to deploy overseas. The B-26, as Mr. Longo would always tell us, was the hot rod of World War II aircraft. Fast, sleek, and powerful. The very thing that made a B-26 so high performance, however, its unique wing design, also made it the thing that was the most dangerous aircraft in the Air Corps inventory to fly. You see, there were actually more crashes and deaths in training to fly the B-26 than there were in actual combat missions. And that's not to say that it wasn't heavily employed, because it was. So you ask yourself, why is this guy up here telling me all this? Well, on a fateful day late in the war, Mr. Longo was scheduled to go on a training mission with one of the best pilots in the squadron. At the last minute, another officer begged to go on the flight, and Mr. Longo stepped aside. He traded duty with him. The plane crashed on takeoff, killing the entire crew. Interestingly enough, that officer was from Lake Huntington, right here in Sullivan County, New York. I don't recall his name, but I owe that man a debt of gratitude for his service to this nation and for the fact that he spared Bob Longo. And I mean that. I have a picture of Mr. Longo from that time frame. He's a strappingly handsome young man, clad in flight gear, complete with a parachute, standing in front of his beloved B-26 bomber. He was the image of the citizen soldier that fought for our freedoms and helped defeat the twin evils we know as Nazism and fascism. And he never stopped talking about that. He passed that on to all of his students. I believe that this day was in fact a pivotal day in Mr. Longo's life. It would seem from that day forward, he dedicated himself to not wasting a single day of his life and not letting those around him waste their days as well. He mustered out of the Army in 1945. He went on to finish his degree at Kutztown State U, and then he went to Columbia University to complete his master's degree. And then, in 1949, he showed up here in Sullivan County in the town of Fallsburg. We won the lottery. Seemingly a one-man band, he would travel from school to school in the town, Woodridge, Woodburn, Fallsburg, teaching art and drawing, as well as giving his personal style of history lessons to his classes. His stage sets graced generations of Fallsburg drama and music productions. By the time I had him as a teacher, his well-worn artist smock, because that was his uniform, men of that generation wore uniforms no matter what they did, spoke of his many engagements with the brush and the pencil. He remained a teacher here for 35 years, from 1949 to 1984. He was one of what I would refer to in the Navy, when they commission a ship, you're known, if you're the original crew, you're known as the plank owner. So Bob Longo was a plank owner of this Fallsburg Central School District. He's one of the originals. In 1955, he married the love of his life, the then Irma Nishman, and went on to father 3 amazing sons, all friends of mine, all brilliant engineers. He remained married to Irma for 60 years and only separated from her on her passing. To quote his eldest son, Robert, Mom was the Minister of Finance because she was a bank president and brilliant, and Dad was the Minister of Arts and Entertainment. And that he is. If you've ever seen him at a party with his accordion, you know what I'm talking about. Bob was involved in so many community organizations, it is almost mind-boggling. Once again, to paraphrase his son Robert, he is a lifelong member of the Lions Club, a member of the Kiwanis Club, the Fallsburg Stamp Club, one of the founding members of the Catskill Art Society. He was a member of the Photography Club, and he's a strong and staunch member of the American Legion, and has volunteered and/or assisted virtually every any organization that has requested his help. He would engage in anything to keep a positive motion alive in our community and in other communities as well. He is also a talented musician, and he's a gearhead. He loves anything mechanical. He gave me some of my love of mechanical things. And this, I assume, must go back to his flight engineer days trying to keep an aircraft in the air. To show him a fast car is to make him smile. In his later years, he has been responsible for many public murals and displays in our towns. Being a prolific jewelry designer, as well as an artist, he designed award-winning national convention pins for the Lions International yearly conventions. Now, I'm not a Lion, but I'm wearing one of his pins right now. He designed that. And they're all over the world. With all this going on in the background, the impact on his students was constant. It's kind of like a shotgun blast. He was just never still. His reason for being was to teach, to make things better, to set the example and lead by it, not to waste a moment of his life. His mission is to instill a thirst for knowledge in his students where none existed before. This past year, he got to go back to Del Rio, Texas. They invited him into his old active duty base from World War II. The base is still a functioning U.S. Air Force base. He got to talk with modern-day airmen, to pick up teaching where he left off in 1945 on that air base. He captivated them with tales of flying and the perils of the war. He was back home. I saw the pictures. He was teaching those airmen lessons to help them survive, to get better, to do their duty, and I strongly feel this was bringing it full circle for him to that day in the 1940s. So this, in fact, is where the fire started in my eyes. This fire that has reached across the nation, gone through states, and finally and luckily settled here with generations of people that have left this community to make an impact across the globe in their own right. His three sons call him Dad. His sons are Robert, Alan, and JJ. The inflection and love they put into that word speaks not just of a father and a guardian, but of a teacher, a mentor, a guide, and a friend. So I say, thank you, Dad. Thank you for everything that you have done, and everything that you have given to us. I am but one of your many sons and daughters. There are others in the audience here today that I've seen. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hearing that. Thank you, students, and thank you, family.
And thank you, Mr. Calora. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Bob Longo, our newest Hall of Fame inductee. We have two awards to present to Mr. Longo. The first one was brought to my attention today from Senator Bonasik's office, brought to us by Marlena Benjamin, who happens to be a Fallsburg graduate, and it's a State of New York legislative resolution brought to the floor by Senator Bonasek, commending Robert Longo upon the occasion of his induction into the Fallsburg Central School District Hall of Fame on June 25, 2017. And it reads, whereas it is the custom of this legislative body to recognize and pay tribute to those distinguished citizens who devote their time and energies to the service of their community and profession, participating in civic affairs and enhancing the character and quality of life for all citizens, and whereas, attendant to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, this legislative body is justly proud to commend Robert Longo upon the occasion of his induction into the Fallsburg Central School District Hall of Fame to be celebrated at its 2017 graduation ceremony. Congratulations, Mr. Longo, from the legislature of the state of New York. And also, we have a plaque here recognizing Mr. Longo for being our newest inductee, and out in the lobby at our Hall of Fame, if you walk to the center, you will see Mr. Longo and a bio of him that will be there forevermore. Mr. Longo, Fallsburg loves you, and we are proud of you.
Oh, thank you all. At my age, I'm glad to be anywhere. But I'm happiest to be here with all you nice people. Excuse me. And I see what I fought for, to give you all your freedom, to these beautiful people here. Thank you. Thank you very much. I flew with Supreme Court Judge Byron White. We flew over 1,000 hours, and a couple times I missed getting killed, but I'm here, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. I want to thank the committee for electing me into the Hall of Fame, and I have to thank one of my former students who's sitting in the audience right now. I think I had her in 1956, and she became a colleague of mine in 1966. Eileen, would you please stand up? She's very active with the Dramatic Work Center. She's very active. Very good. Thank you, Eileen. I'm glad to be a member of this crew, the crew that I'm entering with the Hall of Fame. Jack Leshner, Joel Rufa, Gavin DeGraw, Andy Niederman. They are a prestigious group, and I saw Andy Niederman a few months ago in California, and he's still writing books, and he started right here in Fallsburg Central School as a teacher. We have many good people out there that started in this school, and they're doing a great job. My son, Alan, is an electronic engineer with 162 engineers underneath him, and they're making all the things you like. And they all started here. Mr. Cheeger was a great math teacher. We had some great teachers here. And if I'm thinking about it, most of the teachers when I was here were from the greatest generation. So they had a very good education. So I'm happy to see all of you so happy, and I'm happy that we did what we did. It was a long road. Thank you, gracias todos. Love you all. One last thing. I was fortunate enough to graduate with my master's at Columbia University under the GI Bill. No one could afford it at that time, but they did give us a GI Bill where they paid for our tuition, which brought a lot of people back into the crowd with their brains, which are working right now. General Dwight D. Eisenhower, General of all the forces in World War II, signed my master's degree. Standing next to him on the right was General Omar Bradley, another general. On the left were the great songwriters, Rodgers and Hammerstein, and Helen Hayes. And then there was me. Thank you very much.
Pleasure. How about one more round of applause for our newest Hall of Fame member, Mr. Bob Longo?
And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Mrs. Barbiani, President of the Fallsburg Board of Education. As principal of Fallsburg Junior Senior High School, I do hereby certify that the students who are about to receive their diplomas have satisfied all of the requirements to be considered a high school graduate in the state of New York. First row. What's that? Olav Peterson Langland. Sam, slide down. Slide down. Pu Sam Zeng. That way. Brittany Leventoff. Kenny Alcantara. Lorena Barrera. Cameron Batres. Joshua Begbie. Rebecca Budrock. Sonia Castro Dominguez. Merime Senovic. Shoshana Conlin. Years of practice. Adam Sernovershinin. 3 years of practice on that name. Dakota Crowley. Melanie Dahlman. Robert Delgado. Tyler Four. Jose Fuentos Campos. David Fuller. Juana Gallo. Hector Garcia Canteros.
Hector, step up a little. All right.
Arian Jecka. Jason Gomez. Brenda Granados. Maya Gray. Haley Hart. Maiko Hernandez Reyes. Brendan Hooks. Mirza Javed. Maria Jimenez Cadena. Mary Elizabeth Kellerman. Faith King. Abigail Langland.
Gail. Good, you're right there. You're good.
Megan Langland. Jenna Lee. Brittany McKeel. Carmine Blanca Montez.
Great. Perfect. All right.
Roberto Matamoros Mejia. Maureen Maxwell. Ariana McDonald. Angelica Mejia. Annalise Mojica. Liliana Moody.
Liliana, come here. All right, here you go.
Isabel Morales. Marion Morrow. Felicity Newhall. Guillermo Oriana.
Perfect, perfect. Very good.
Sierra Patterson. Sienna Patterson DaCosta.
You're going to pose? All right.
Of course she is.
Diana Peralta.
This is with nose ring. All right, here we go.
Michaela Pernisi.
Debbie? All right, that's okay. Here we go. Good. Thank you.
Alexandria Porter. Kaylin Portillo Robles. Diana Prokopenko. Destiny Ramos. Christian Reyes. Daniel Rivera. Luis Giovanni Rivera. Jason Rodriguez. Luis Miguel Romero. Nicholas Sacadora.
You smell for strangers, that's cool, right? Who's first boy? You know him? I thought you knew him.
I have to take a big breath before this one. Howard Sanders Jr. Giselle Santa Maria. Good luck. Eliza Santos.
Eliza, come forward. That's good.
Samantha Schoonmaker. Kadeh Cisse. Andrew Champagne. Diavion Smith.
Debbie, see you there.
Arthur Souffrant.
Debbie, don't hide. Be so
Grace Strauss. Andres Tamayo.
And for Alexis, there we go.
Daisy Thomas. Albinus Varnes. Jeremiah Waitley. Shamik Williams. Marcos Zelaya. Jenny Zheng. Congratulations to the Fallsburg class of 2017. I'm going to ask that everyone please stay standing for the singing of the school song, and then please remain standing in place as the graduates leave the auditorium. Thank you very much. March on to